Good evening, everybody. It's Scrapper here. I know this is a late stream, and also this is a later version of Midweek Minecraft. Honestly, I was really disappointed with the state of play yesterday, so much so that I didn't even bother. And I'm like, what's the fucking point, man? I was so disillusioned with that crap. Holy crap. Let me turn it down. That's way too high. I'll put it there. Yeah, I'll let everybody know that I'm streaming. And just send out the message. Yep. Alright, I sent the message out. We're good. On we go. Let's go. It is time. Let's finish. Well, okay, so I was so disillusioned with the state of play. It's like, there's nothing really coming up that I'm really excited for. I was hoping for maybe a little bit of Kingdom Hearts, something new, something fresh, something invigorating. And all I got was crap. It is what it is. There'll be something along that makes things happen shortly. So today we're going to be doing the Blast Zone. As you could see, I have quite a bit of dynamite. I've been farming, or harvesting all of it. Yeah, that creeper farm really comes in handy. In fact, I'm starting to get a little bit more gunpowder than sand, so I'm going to have to figure that shit out. How I want to continue with that. Let's get my charge. Yeah. So I was thinking about how I wanted to approach today's Blast Zone. There's a part of me that wants to keep doing the holes. They're really good. But I'm noticing that there's just a shit ton of cover. So, like, you notice all this is covered. There is so much... what the fuck is that? Is that... Yeah, sheep. There's so much layer to it. And there's just so much, like, little holes like this. I figure we have to start actually filling in some of this crap. Because, or not filling it in, but opening it up, because there is way too much, and it's starting to get dangerous. So I am going to open up the walls, or the ceilings, and see, look, they're already starting to form. Yeah, we don't want mobs to form. So my plan is to just destroy the covers this way, maybe that way. Just get as much as we can. There's not going to be any rhyme or reason to this particular blast zone. It's just going to try to get rid of some of these covers. So we shall start. Where's the entrance? There. So we should start over here. And we're just going to go crazy. Getting rid of some of these ceilings. Oof. Gotta be careful. Don't want to fall down. We should have enough, because it's not just the stuff I have on hand, it's the stuff I have in the chest too. So we're gonna have like a crap ton of dynamite. So again, no rhyme or reason, just trying to do a nice little carpet bombing. There we go. Just lining it up. I just don't want them to be stacked on top of each other because those tend to blow up next, go sky high, and we don't need that. We need the dynamite to be on the ground, destroying as much of the ceiling as possible. Oof, that was a close one. This is what I'm talking about, getting rid of these little bridges. And then we could always come back and get the onesies, twosies out. But for now, we want to destroy and dismantle. We're gonna keep going. Look at this. I like the way this looks. Remember, this isn't supposed to be pretty. It's supposed to just destroy the face. And it looks like we're already starting to get close to nighttime. Take a quick nap. I want to make it so no mob shows up. Okay, good. It's no longer snowing, so we can see better. A lot better visual. I think this is going to go really well. It could only go really well. Let's see. Yeah, we want more over here. So, yeah, we want more bridges being destroyed. Oh, that almost, oh, did you see that? I almost jumped into that hole. Oh, oh, that was close. We're going to try not to die today. That's my #1 goal, is don't get killed. I hate to say it like that, but we have not been lucky. We've gotten fucked over a lot by a lot of this dynamite. So, My goal today is not to die. Okay. I'm liking this way. This is already coming out. This is gonna completely get rid of all the riffraff, all the ceilings, all the stuff that could spawn disgusting monsters, and bring the power of the sun. And that's what it's all about, bringing the power of the sun to this godless mountain. Nope, that's too much. We are not even close. Not even close, baby. Look at that. Plenty of bridge to go. So how have you been, chat? Hopefully you've been alright. Okay, we're going to scour over here. This is going perfect. This is exactly what I want to do. I wanted to get rid of a lot of this junk. This rock junk. Again, we are nowhere near all the TNT we have. That's why I'm splurging so much on it. Hey, this is a lot of explosives. That is absolutely correct, Tack. We're trying to destroy this entire mountain, actually. And that's been a project for the past couple months, is trying to bring the sun to the dungeons. And I think this is the best way, by splitting the freaking mountain open and getting all the goodies inside. Also, I did notice that there is a challenge quest somewhere in here. So we're going to find that challenge quest and bring the sun with us, the undefeated sun, and that'll make things a lot easier to clear. I saw someone saying that the quickest way to mine stuff is the semi-exploit related to silverfish. That is actually true. The problem is there is no armadillos around here. There's no fucking armadillos. Where you can cause a cascade where they destroy blocks insanely quickly. That too. They're freaking nuts. So we don't have... And besides, this is a little bit more visually appealing than silverfish. Gotcha, I wouldn't remember exactly how it worked. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I could find the actual, like... Oh, shit! Oh, my God. I almost died. Fuck me, that scared the ever-living bejesus out of me. I know. And that's why we're blowing this area. We want this entire cover off. Yeah, we want this entire cover off. Don't leave anything to chance. That almost gave me a heart attack, man. I'm so glad I'm alive. I'm out of bread, though. Where's that damn sheep? I need some mutton. Trying to tear down an entire mountain. Yep, that's what we're doing. That was the goal from the beginning, is to destroy an entire mountain. We've gotten very good at it. I'll go ahead and show you a bit of our progress. We've been burrowing holes and sticking dynamite in it. Now I'm going to be very careful with this because this is where I could actually die. But Major Dashrath Manji, yep, goddamn right. Now I'm going to be very careful because this is all the way down to bedrock. Not that one. Gosh, every time I get close to the edge, it freaks me the fuck out. Yeah. All the way down. That goes all the way down to bedrock. And we know because we went already down there. And got all the diamonds that were down there as well. Oof. That is, it's a long way down. It's a little dizzying sometimes, you know. You look down and you're like, man, I'm just staring death right in the fucking face. And we've fallen a few times. You've seen it on stream if you've been keeping up with the series. We have certainly had our fair share of falls. Ooh, look, a sheep. I could use you, sheep. Come over here. Come over here. I need mutton. There we go. Indian guy whose wife died of an injury falling down a mountain, and because of preventing them from reaching health, so he dug a path through the mountains. That's baller. That's fucking baller, man. And that's true love. Come on. That's how you know you love your wife. Digging a fucking hole through mountains. That I commend that guy. All right. Where are we? Okay, yeah, we are continuing our mission. Took him 22 years. Oh, then she... Wait. God damn, that's brutal. Is that a true story? She died, so he did it in her memory. That's fucked up. But that's still loving. That still shows that he loved his wife. Some people find different ways to cope, and that's his way. Yeah, died in 2007. Fucking hell, man. Well, I'm not doing something so noble. I mean, I really want to blow this thing up, this mountain up. He did it between 1960 and 1982. Wow. Get a nice R in the chat for respect for that guy. When he carved the route, yeah. He did. Path went from 55 kilometers to 15 kilometers. That's a fucking big cut. No, think about it, because you're changing entire geographies if you hand cut a mountain. It's not like you just do it and then everything's like the same. You're changing entire topographies. Man. That's a very cool story, man. Alright, we are coming to the second bridge. Now this area I want to make sure is loaded up with dynamite. Okay. The main section he carved was 360 feet long and up to 25 feet deep and 30 feet wide. That guy was not fucking around. He wanted that thing fucking demolished. And you know what? That's in the spirit of what we do here at the Blast Zone. He wanted that mountain to take a toll for all the shit that went on in his life. And I commend him. Seriously, like, how often do you read stories like that where, like, a guy is willing to do that just so that he could, you know, in the memory of his wife? That shows true love, man. I mean, you might call it obsession. That, I think there's something beautiful in that. Find yourself a girl that makes you do that for her. Or not makes you do that for her, but you willingly do that for her. If you're so in love with that person that you're willing to do something insanely crazy for that, I mean, Jesus. You know what I mean. You were also talking about looking off of the cliff section down to bedrock and how it was so straight on. If you want to see a real instance of that, look up Black Canyon of the Gunnison. All right, let's take a break real quick. All right. You talked about it. The 3D view in Google Maps is insane. All right, we're going to go on to Google Maps. Black Canyon of the Gunnison, Colorado. All right. I am going to... Let me get all that. Let me get all that. Use that link in a stack point boob, but move up and boops. It's a massive clip. Holy shit. fucking dope, man. So this is like the basin. There's Cedar Point. Let's go right here. Holy Jesus. That's a fucking view, though. That's the shallow end. That's the shallow end. You're telling me that's the shallow end? The fucking... Look at the point called Big Island View. Big Island View. There it is. Okay, Big Island View. Alright. We'll go right here. See how there's no railing? Yeah, that's not gonna fucking give me nightmares. Holy crap. Okay, here we go. Woo! Holy fuck, man. All you get is this like weak ass like wooden support. You hope this fucking thing holds. That looks like the weakest wood in the world, by the way. And that's still not the tallest part. Oh my gosh. No, look at how flimsy this railing is. Yeah, I'm not leaning on this shit. There's no fucking chance. You like, I'll stand there and I'll look over like that, but that is as far as I go. I'm not gonna lean on that shit. And you're saying that's not the tallest part. That's scary. Let's see what other... Because it goes deeper that way, huh? Serpent Point is the tallest part. Okay, let me see. Where's Serpent? Serpent Point. Grizzly Gulch. Serpent Point. Point, Colorado. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Wow, that doesn't even have like a spot where you could point it. It's way more impressive in the 3D view. Painted wall. Yeah, I don't know why it's not doing that, but that's nuts. Allow. Come on, allow them. Let me try. Hold up. Let me go back to my game real quick. Okay. You have to copy it manually. Stupid auto mod. Nah, it's not doing it. I don't know why not. I wonder if I have to do Google Earth. Google Earth might be able to do it. Let me see, Google Earth. Go into layers on Google Maps. Okay, layers, more, And click the globe view option. Air quality. They only give me transit, traffic, biking, terrain, street view, wildfires, air quality. Okay, let me see. If I go on to map and then go under layers, more. No, it's not doing it. Hardware acceleration enabled. Hardware acceleration. Go to the three-dot menu and use when available. Okay, 3. Go to the three-dot menu, settings, system, use graphics acceleration when available. I already do have it available. Well, it's impressive. I'll say that. It's impressive. Let's see. We'll try it one more time. Layers. Layers, more. Glow view. Okay. Okay, let me show you what I'm seeing. And you have to click the 3D button in the bottom right. Whoa. Bro, I'm tripping. I'm fucking tripping. .3D. Wow. There's Serpent Point. That's insane. But you have to drag your mouse over the blue circle. Yeah, but I think it's only trying to get me to the painted wall, and I don't want the painted wall. I want the green light dot below the dude. See, it wants to take me to the painted wall, but I don't want the painted wall. I don't think they have a picture up there. The painted wall is Serpent Point. Because that's fucking nutty. Yeah, Serpent Point is on top of the wall. It's a nice little, like, view, though. Like, even if you're cruising by here and you're, like, looking around. Yeah, there is no railing, so you're kind of fucked. That's nice. What's hilarious is that at the viewing points, the railings are highest, closest to the entrance. Oh, really? So you don't even have to go that far. You're pretty much there already. And then they get lower and lower over time. Oh. That's freaking awesome, man. I don't know. I think we have to give a little bit more credit to our national parks. We have a lot of cool shit to see. And everybody's like, well, let's go to Vegas. Let's go to all these man-made things. There is something about going to, these natural places that I think really heals the spirit. And I'm not just saying that like it's mumbo jumbo and it has literally no railing. Warmer Point is the final viewpoint of the south side. Okay. No railing at all. It's just a big flat rock. Jeez. I don't know. You gotta have some stones to freaking scale this crap. I give massive credit to people who could do those types of things and not get like dizzy. Because there was a gym that I used to frequent where there was these guys that would practice every day. My dad has gone skydiving and he said this was giving him a fear height. And he's gone skydiving? That's freaking nuts, man. Your dad sounds hella cool though. Give it up for the guys skydiving, man. That's dope shit. I mean, it was years before, but yeah. Was your dad kind of like a daredevil? What's also crazy is that how flat that area is at the top to Canyon. Not really. But he still sounds like he did some cool shit. Oh, this is the railings that I made. The steps that I made. I remember this. I see how the steps go all the way down. It goes all the way down to the bedrock. Cool. Not really. How do I get back up? I have to break out the pickaxe. What about you? You do any death-defying stunts? Do you participate in that kind of stuff? Or are you happy to be on the ground? Tell you what, my girlfriend scared the shit out of me, from doing any of this stuff, because she told me a story about one of her coworkers had done one of those bungee jumping things, and I've always wanted to do it just because, you know, I think I could handle that kind of stuff. But she said that the strain that was put on her body was so intense that her eyeball popped out. No shit. And I'm like, I like both my eyeballs exactly where they're at. Yeah. It was at the point where, like, you know how it pulls up, like when it stretches out and you hit the bottom of your arm. That's when the eyeball popped out, and they had to get her to the hospital because that almost gave her like a hernia, all sorts of issues. Maybe closest I've ever done briefly is being allowed to take the yoke of a family friend's Cessna when I was like 9. Wait, what? Okay, there's a story there. I wasn't able to do the rudders though because I was too short, lol. Bro, you trying to take that whole thing on yourself? That's fucking nutty. Were there people on it? I'm totally invested in this. God, I gotta go boating, man. I just did an easy circle around the circumference of the lake. Oh, okay, that's fine. I thought it was like, you know, river. We were already airborne. Oh, okay. No acrobatics. Okay. Was it your first time? Or had you had practice? Yeah, the small planes, yeah. But you did it all by yourself? Is what I'm getting at. It's the ones that go on the water, right? No, no. What do they call those? That's still wicked cool. Have you ever piloted anything before like that? I mean, there's probably some float plane Cessna, but this doesn't. There probably is. You know, those little mud skippers. They use them in more north. To be clear about the lake thing, we were at 2,000 feet up. Okay. We were just trying to fly around it for the view. Hey, that's what they all do, you know, and then somebody clips a mountain and then it all goes to hell. I don't know if you ever saw that one black box of this guy who was teaching his friend how to, like, showing him what he knew about flying, and he ended up crashing into the mountain. That shit was daunting. We're just fine, yeah. That's why safety first. Amateur should never have control of the plane. There should always be a professional present. Call me a wuss, but I like safety, man. I like when people come home alive. Have you ever heard about the Mount Everest? You know, I think that's the one that I'm talking about, the Mount Everest. That name seems so super familiar. I think that's the one with the black box video, huh? Watch. Let me. Put it on. Yep, this is it. but do they have the actual... Let me put a... Well, I mean, it's not... I've seen this one. It's not exactly the one, but this... I've definitely seen this one before. Let me put it on. Whoops. This one, right?
257 people are about to die.
I've seen this.
These are the final moments of Flight 901, film taken on board the DC-10 moments before it slammed into the slopes of Mount Erebus at 500 kilometers an hour.
Yeah. But the other one that I think I'm talking about, black box, was it a helicopter or was it a plane? I'm pretty sure it was. It crashed into. They're flying over Antarctica. Yeah. I think they took it off. Yeah, I can't seem to find it. Yeah, planes are no joke, man. Everybody thinks there's a pilot until you absolutely need one. You might be thinking of Aeroflight 593. Aeroflight 593. No, this one was it was closer to modern day. The black box was a recording of them going around the mountains, and I distinctly remember hearing the stalling noise. And you hear the plane stall out, and it goes right by where a pilot's son accidentally partially disengaged the plane's autopilot. No, they were cruising over, and they were trying to get over the hill, and he was way too low, and when it stalled out, it ended up clipping the trees and killing everybody inside. I'm blanking on the name though. They use it in flight schools now to show kids, or not kids, but you know, trainees what not to do. If you happen to know the name, let me look it up. You might know more than I would do. Okay, how are we looking? Are we getting any close to this? We are. They were trying to clear a mountain, if that helps. Like, it was green, so it almost looked like it was in the springtime, summertime, around there. When I first saw the footage, it was in one of those compilations of... oh, you know what? It might still be on one of those compilations that I was looking at. Disturbing videos or something. Let me see. Man, this is a lot of dynamite. How about a little more? Let me lay out a little bit more and let me see if I can find it real quick. I think I can find it. This has been a nice, comfy Minecraft stream. I like it. I like it a lot. I need to get across that way so I could blow that side up. Let me look it up, because it's gonna bug me if I don't see it. Horrifying videos on the internet. Was it Nexpo? Was Nexpo the one who did it, or Nick Crawley? Nick Crawley. Darkest moments in YouTube history. Internet's darkest videos. Might be that one.
It was 2:46 p.m. when the
James Spoo, the Lane campaign tape. Nope, not that one either.
Make Halloween fun with one-stop shopping
The
at
sharper you want your memories, the more you need Kodak.
How much further will it take to stop? 1 foot, 2 feet, 3 feet.
Pipeline. Or not pipeline, black blocks. God, I can't find it anywhere, man. You know, I'm gonna find it randomly when I'm not looking for it. I know myself. And it's gonna piss me off. Sad is we're not even halfway done using all my dynamite. But you know what? I think we might not even need to use it all. If we cover all the majority of all, holy crap, man, this is so much. So freaking overkill. We are clear. How did we get on the whole black box destruction thing? Crashes. It's how usually my conversations go. We usually start with one topic and then we just morph into this blob of string of consciousness. Okay. Me flying says no. Oh. Yeah, that's right. Which is still cool, by the way. Alright, I think we're going to cover the entire thing. I think we have enough dynamite, too. So tomorrow we're going to be doing Fortress Friday as usual. I do have an announcement to make, and that's next week I will be taking a week off starting the October 3rd. I will be away from the streams for a week. Gonna go doing the fun stuff. Making lots of memories and such. I have a feeling that it's going to go absolutely insane though. It always does, this place. Okay. Out of dynamite for now. That's okay. We'll just go get some more. And I'm going to sneak around and fill the other side with more dynamite. And then I'm going to come back and then... I'm not so concerned with this deep area. I want the areas that are too high like that. Let's go ahead and grab some more dynamite. TNT is dynamite. TNT. This is what we farm all those hours for, boys. We want plenty of destruction. You might even say we have an appetite for destruction. Who's afraid of a little bit of carpet bombing? Not me. So, for those who watched it, Penny and Stocking ended. That was actually a very thrilling final episode. I quite enjoyed it. It's sad because I think this was probably one of the best seasons for shows in a long time. And it just sucks that things have to end. Here. I need to watch the original. The original was fantastic. I watched it as it aired when it originally came on. I had just finished watching Gurren Lagann. That was dope. And then seeing Penny and Stocking, which was equally in its own way dope. It was the greatest way to like watch those back to back, knowing that they were from the same studio. It was magical. It was a magical time where everything was just perfect. The shows were great. Everyone was enjoying themselves. It was raunchy as hell. Everybody thought it was funny as shit. We just didn't think that we would have to wait 15 years for the next one. Alright, so I'm going to go to the other side. I want to blow that other side of the mountain up. But I got to be super careful. I mean, that's Gainax copyright hell for you. Yeah, I mean, it didn't even matter in the end. That company went belly up. And that was completely over the mismanagement of the company. Once what's his name? The main founder left. Everybody kind of saw the writing on the wall. That's why so many of the OGs started making their own studios. Anno. Yeah, when Anno left, it was kind of like, you could feel it in the air that this was either going to get bought by a conglomerate company and be like hyper focused, or not hyper focused, but like, you know, there's some companies that just churn out anime one after another, and none of the shows are of good quality. Or you figured that with all the talent that left, that there wasn't anything to hold on to anymore. And that's actually what ended up happening. There was no talent being brought on, no new inventive ideas. It was very much resting on the laurels of Neon Genesis, and they suffered for it. I think I might have boxed myself in here. Actually, no, I think I'm still good. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take that hit. I just still gotta get that area. This is where I got blown up. That was disappointing. She followed. Oh, okay, cool. I'll ban it in just a moment. I gotta kill this shit. Oh, I just ambushed him. Okay. Did you know one of the Anno's first work was the God and the Warrior? Yeah, I did know that. But he wasn't the main creator, though. Right? Am I misremembering? I don't know. I thought he was just like the yeah, that's Ghibli. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't the main creator of that. Let me go ahead and ban this bot. Get it out of here. Yeah, Ghibli is another one where I'm on the fence about. It's a fantastic studio, but his first big animation job was the scene of the God Warrior firing. Excellent scene. Ghibli's another one where I don't know where that company's going to go. They're hanging on Miyazaki's work, and a lot of his proteges have already gone on to do bigger and better things elsewhere. And that's fine. That's good on them. Yeah, he's never going to retire. He's going to die in that chair, dude. There's no chance. There's no chance in hell he's dying, or he's leaving. It's too precious. He's too precious to the company. He has something to prove. Even though he's done it all, he's always extensively said that the anime that is coming out have been trash, and he feels like if he's not doing it, then nobody else is challenging. I think it's unfair of him to say that, because there's plenty of really good anime out there that have touched people's hearts, that are empowering in their own way. There's no fucking way you're ever gonna get that. Yeah. I even think that there's some art that surpass him, and that's okay. There's room for everybody on this planet for great works. People will say, you know, well, he did the traditional hand-drawn animation. I've seen some really good shit come out this season. Have you ever seen the Miyazaki versus Juju Ito meme or other memes? I have seen those memes. They're funny. I like them. like if we're gonna talk for a technical perspective, UFO has done tremendous, gorgeous, carried entire franchises on their fight scenes alone levels of work. They're by far, and then Hideo and both panels are just depression. Yeah, I think they got to stop doing Neon Genesis. The movies were way too much. It's getting to the point where it's like, okay, you're beating a dead horse, and it seems like it's more like an outlet for Anno to get his trauma porn off, trauma dumping. You would say like it's weird because with each iteration of Neon Genesis, I could actually pinpoint where he's at in his life. Where he's in a nihilistic emo mood phase, when he's more like oh, I'm a loving family member, which was the latest movies. There's always something that leads back to, oh, okay, this is just his way of outletting how he feels about the world. It stopped being fresh and original for a while. I'm trust me, I love the characters. I'm still a huge fan of the original work. And then Evangelion was probably where I drew the line of the last of the OG. I can't wait for the Madoka. Okay, now that's fucking insane. I was worried. I will admit, I was worried. I thought that might have been shadow banned for the rest of life, you know. But to see because I actually went to the con, right, to Anime Expo, and I did end up seeing like a little snippet of it. It's so fucking good. Oh yeah. And now I've always said this, and I will continue to say it. This movie thrives best when it's ripping off its source material, which is indeed The Dark Knight. The entire, it is by far one of the best homages to the Batman I've ever seen. Where you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain. And it's not just a meme, it's the entire basis for the film. And the sacrifices needed to keep other people's clean. Rebellion looks so fucking good, it's crazy, yeah. Sayaka is looking a lot like Hush these days. I wonder what that's about. She's looking like Hush. She might be doing some crazy shit. Madoka, I'm actually curious to see where they're going to go with the time traveler Hamura. Her more innocent, pure form, meeting her corrupted, demonic, evil version. She was like that in the old concept movie short we got years ago. Yep. Sayaka. The whole Hush look, yeah. I think she's going. And it's funny because Sayaka had this really weird arc where she was like Harvey Dent, right? She was Two-Face, where she was somebody who wanted to be the White Knight, somebody who was living for others, fighting for others, and then get crushed, and then in her final moments, learning to let go and accepting her fate, into becoming actually the White Knight that she's always wanted to be. I watched, I followed the entire franchise, so I watched the spin-off. I'm forgetting the fucking name. And that was nuts, seeing her being like very Magica record. Thank you. And that one was nuts. I actually very liked. I loved that show because of what it did. It took the premise, and I was kind of worried about it. I thought that they were gonna be like, oh, this is just a cash grab, but they brought in elements I didn't even think that they would even consider. The whole bringing nationalism to freaking magical girls, to the point where you could actually pinpoint where one of them's driving a Hitler's car to drive home the point that these beings that they've lost their way, and they're like, they think that they're better than everybody else, or they hold power. That was cool. The neo-Nazis. I didn't think we would get neo-Nazis in this freaking. The two scenes that I think are the most impressive cuts of animation I've seen are. Is it? Hold on, let me guess. Is it the mommy fight and then the Sayaka battle? Because those two were one of my favorites, and they stick with me to this day. Where she gets her arm torn off, replenishes it, and then goes back and fights. That shit was so clean and so cool. Those are insane too. All right, which one are yours? I want to hear yours. Man, that entire freaking that show was a trip. I loved it. Loved every minute of it. But I was actually thinking of Masato racking her pin. Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Okay. End up in the building, flexing underneath the explosion. That's good too. That building. I mean, if we're going to talk about Akira, that is one of the greatest pieces of fiction of all time. And it's so hard to top. That era of very fluid animation with hyper detail. And I'm talking hyper detail. Oh, you made it into a GIF? Awesome. God, man. That was such a good show or movie. Akira will live on. There are certain animes I truly believe are timeless. Let me see. Let me take a look. Yeah. Oh. I got it muted. Oh, wait. Let me blow it up. Have it on the wrong. Oops. It's the level of detail. It's the little things, the stuff that you don't think that you would see in an anime, where the bend of the windows, the cracking of the building, the subtle squish of the mountain collapsing underneath its own weight, the flexing of the windows causes the reflection to change correct. I used to study animation a lot, and I did want at one point want to become an animator. I would watch that in hours just because it was like watching like a master at work, showing how from different angles you could be able to manipulate windows, and they did that for every single fucking one of them. Lyle, you were typing that as you stretch. Yeah. No, it's really good. It's clean. Anybody who studies animation should watch that, and it would help their work out so much, because it's all perspective. Seeing other stuff I'd uploaded. Have you ever read the Fairway Paladin? Let me see. I have Fairway Paladin. No. I will admit I have not seen it. They have one of the best evil dragons I've seen. Ooh. Care to send me a link? Show me what you're talking about. Like, if we're gonna go talk about technical animation, another one that I think doesn't get enough credit is where, god damn it, I just literally had and people are gonna rag on me, and I don't give a shit, is the Nichijou series and the City series, which continue to amaze me with the squash and stretch. The fluidity of certain scenes is just amazing. One of the best things I've seen animated this season. Everybody loves Nichijou. It's so fucking extra. Yes, but I'm talking about if we're gonna talk technical, the scenes in City. If you've ever, if you haven't watched it, I highly suggest. It's really, really freaking good. The scene I'm talking about is when they're doing a group gathering, and it is like a puddle. I need to watch City. My brother loves Nichijou. Yeah, it's good. I think it's actually better than Nichijou. It's like a puddle, and then each person is like a droplet inside the puddle, and they're moving and they're flowing, and the amount of squash in it, moving around, rotating, flipping. I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, this is so fucking fluid and beautiful. It's been a while since I've like seen water being done that well. This is Valer the Dragon. Okay, let me see. Pull it up. Holy shit. Detail. You know, manga is always going to be better. You know that. Just as his personality. Oh, okay. Well, if we're going to talk about evil, or menacing, or intimidating, who would I consider the most evil, rotten villain? I mean, other than somebody from like Griffith from Berserk, that one comes up a lot. Some very dastardly people like the Major from Hellsing. That one's a piece of shit. One Piece has some great villainous personas. Blackbeard being awful. That's up there. For how good he is as an evil dragon, yeah. As Death still is by far, like, you know, I think the femme fatale done right, where it's just you don't know what she's gonna do, how far she's gonna take something, because she will kill anybody and everybody that you love for no reason. I don't. People say Makima is a good, you know, villain. I don't think so. She's too idealistic. She's not actually necessarily a villain, I would say. Just like an antagonist. Somebody that has like that she's obviously misguided, but you know she's always been there to help. Yeah, I don't see her as like an evil, manipulative psychopath or anything like that. I'm gonna go pick myself up some wild. I got so much freaking time. Have you ever seen Kill 6 Million Deadness? I have. Yep, that was fun. My cuts are kind of loud. Sorry about that. Sometimes it sounded like you said you had heard of. Yeah, absolutely. I'm surprised it didn't take off as much as I thought it would. I mean, there's certainly a huge fan base. Grill up the mutton, grill up the... I don't know how the man kept this upload schedule for as long as he has. And he's made like 6 different TT. Some of these guys are just machines, man. Found the list I made. He made good art for Lancer. On top of case. Oh, that's good. For Lancer icon. Jeez. Again, absolute unit. And he had a kid like 2 years ago. Oh, good for him. So next portion we're not gonna get too close to my area here. I think we're gonna move, stretch it out this way. Because I want this area too. Oh, and another anime news, Spy X Family is coming back next week, so hopefully, you know, I know it's a very popular choice. People love it. I am excited to see if they're going to do the Lloyd's past arc when he was a child. That is really good. I I'm surprised you aren't making a cannon to gradually drill through the mountain shot by shot. I thought about that. I really did think about that, but I found out that cannons are great vertically or horizontally, not so great going down. I never quite figured that portion out. Because it's not just about getting the top, it's about getting the bottom all the way down. Or like a piston and slime rock dropship. Yeah, we've done that. We've done that. That's how some of these holes were made. But again, you kind of have to move the whole schematic like every single way, and it gets kind of tiresome. And besides, people love watching the big booms. They love the big booms. They're like, let me see the big booms. True, yeah. Because a little bit of this is theatrics, you know. I make a clip, people watch it, they love it. Some would say it's clip farming, but really it's just what I normally do anyway. Might as well have people watch it, so they don't have to stick around and watch the whole fucking vid. Okay. You ever seen the aerial view video of Castle Bravo? The aerial view video of Castle Bravo. I know what Castle Bravo is, but I didn't know there was an aerial view. Or is that, are you talking about a scene from Castle Bravo? Or are you not talking about a show? Let's take a look. Holy shit. That's not the film. That's not the film. That looks like it's the real thing. Man, that's nuts. Alright, we are actually pretty much close to finishing, covering all the ground that we needed. Because we don't have much space for all this. This is Castle Bravo, though. Okay. Is this from the actual film? Let me see. See, that's a thing with beauty. Look at how beautiful that is. This is so magical. You have to see this. Chat, you gotta see this. All the future people. Isn't it amazing? Really? Am I that loud? Or is it really that loud? Hold on, tech. Is it because I'm not talking loud enough? Because like I'm like down low to 20 and I'm not even like I'm looking at the levels right now and I'm at yellow and red and it's under green. Now you can hear me? Oh, okay. Again, I could watch this for fucking days, man. I still didn't think I found the video I was thinking of though. Oh, lol. That's fine. Keep sending me videos, I'll watch them. I like you, Tack. You're a man of culture such as myself. There's one particular test video that's crazy detailed. We'll send it on over, man. All right, let's continue on, my friends. We'll come back to this. Where were we? I was so engrossed with that explosion. Alright. We are closing in. Almost wrapping up. We don't want to touch the ground a little bit just yet. We want these high points. Alright, and we're going to start connecting. We're going to connect this area. Again, we were talking about anime and then we just go into discussions of explosions and beautiful footage of explosions. I know I'm going to sound like an edgelord for this, but there's beauty in destruction. Alright, we are almost done here. We're going to connect this. This. Okay. We're gonna bring it around town. Bring it around town. Alright. Should I fill this area up? I mean, I'm almost pretty much there, right? I think I'll just do a little bit. I just waste the powder I have. I'm almost out anyway. Yeah, we're just gonna finish these last 4 stacks. There's no, because I'm not even close to getting close to the ground. All right, Tech, are you still there? I do have a little something. Yeah. All right. Do you have anything you want to say? I will, for being such a kick-ass awesome chat member, I am going to let you have the Blast Zone speech that we normally do. So if you have any sort of dedication or any words you want to say before we light this son of a bitch, I'll let you have the floor after I'm done. I'm on the last few stacks. So just get ready. I don't mean to put you on the spot or anything. It's just I normally do these and I have like some sort of elaborate speech or some BS. But it's been a while since we had, you know, good interactivity. So I thought I would mark this occasion with a little reward for the chat. Yeah, we're pretty much already done. I mean, I already laid out all the dynamite. I mean, just sticks of dynamite. Pretty much all taken up. Can't really think of anything so far. There's nothing you want to dedicate this explosion to? If not, I'll come up with something. Yeah, I'm gonna might as well cover some of this stuff. Look. Wow, Lawrence Livermore's National Labs playlist of nuclear test videos is 498 videos long. Well, you know what? You just gave me the idea of dedicating it. That's a lot of kaboom. You know what? That's absolutely true. And we are going to dedicate this explosion to that particular research facility, that nuclear facility. That's what we'll do. Because we always have to tip our caps to the masters, and I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna honor those who have studied in the field to help bring us the best and biggest explosions that we could possibly make. Because I'm just doing this shit in Minecraft, they're doing it in IRL. Alright. We're going to go to our little vantage point, and then we're going to light this whole thing on fire. That's all the stuff we got. I mean, I could lay out more, but we're just trying to get the roofs off. So I'll keep your research lab. Okay. I'll get my flint and steel ready. Or should I go switch? I think I should go switch. Yeah, I think I'll go switch because I think I'm going to end up killing myself if I do flint and steel. All right. Let's see. We'll start over here. Yeah, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So we are all gathered here today. Wait, hold on. Let me get my lever. We're all gathered here today to witness an amazing carpet bombing, which we will attribute and honor the Lawrence Livermore National Lab nuclear test playlist video for having 498 videos dedicated to explosions. We are but Imagineers compared to what they do in the real life. All those national labs out there experimenting how to make things explode. May your explosions be huge. May you never get a dud. And may all the people who get caught in the crossfire never live. Thank you. And let's get started. Well, this is embarrassing. Crapped out. I miscounted. Lol. All right, Lawrence video. Fuck it. Let's just make that thing explode. There we go. 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 Holy shit! How did I get dynamite? Holy crap! Wow. That was beautiful. I do not regret a single thing. I have no idea where my treasure chest went. It exploded in the huge explosion, but yeah, everything seems to work. We lived. As long as I lived, that was all that matters. I could make another chest easy. Let's go survey the damage, shall we? Alright, that roof got exploded. That's good. That's what we wanted. Nice little carpet bombing. Very nice. Everything looks good. Some blocks that are still there, we'll knock them out. Man. My main objective of getting rid of a lot of the roofs, that seems to be a success. The only thing we might want to do now, or on the next blast zone, is get rid of this wall. That's going to be my next part of the project, is getting rid of the wall, so that we could destroy pretty much all this. That's stuff where I'm going to have to find out how to get rid of, because that's just hanging there. Not a bad explosion. Cleared a lot of what I wanted. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's cool. A lot of the bridges have been torn down. Alright, and we still have a bunch of dynamite for next time. Alright, everybody. Oh, we still have a little bit of dynamite here. Some stuff didn't get exploded. Let's see. See how it goes. Ah, there wasn't anything in that one. Just some dynamite that probably got glossed over. Yeah, no, this was a resounding success. I got what I wanted out of this. Yeah, and that was the Blast Zone. Thank you all for tuning in. We are making huge progress. I'm gonna make another chest. Oh, I'm out of space. I'll go get a chest. I got plenty of chests. There's my cart. Yeah, the caves are starting to look really different. Looking less mountainy. Yeah, I feel proud of myself. I'll get my crafting table because I have a crafting table. Yeah, I'll make some chests. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. Tomorrow's Fortress Friday. Thank you all for tuning in. I've had a blast. Thank you. A big shout out to Tack who stuck through and gave a lot of good conversation throughout this stream. Mega huge props. I love all my fans. And I know you guys. I know some people like the explosions. Some people like the Minecrafting thing. All sorts of y'all like different things. But I'm just glad that you guys all watch my stuff. So, and happy to stop by. I'm always happy to talk to you guys about anything, whether it be anime, explosions, or even mountain ranges. Yeah, so tomorrow is Fortress Friday. I can't wait. It's one of the biggest things that we do this week. Yeah, it should be fun. After that, we'll be doing Hat in Time on Saturday, and of course, Me Madness on Sunday. All right, guys, I'm gonna be done now. We've been going for 2 hours now. Oof. That's long, but yeah, I appreciate you guys for sticking with it. That's about it, right? Yeah, I don't got anything other announcements than what I've already seen. I will be gone after October 1st, so October 2nd to the 6th. You won't see me, but other than that, it should be good. Anyways, that's it. I'm gonna post this up on YouTube. Links are in the description for the YouTube, for the Discord. I've been Scrapper. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you all. I love you all. See you next time.